So, levitation. What is this ability? And how do we activate it? Let me give you a brief on what it is. Levitation is the rising of oneself, defying gravity without physical assistance. So without no chairs, no forearm claw cranes, or without even a person. So that's a few things on what you don't need to levitate. That's if you're doing a magic trick. If you're doing a magic trick, then get all the freaking chairs and forklifts you want. But anyone who wants to know true levitation, how to access it, don't just go to me. Because this is what I got from doing a bit of research on how to levitate and stuff like that. So I can't be a good explanation person. There are a lot of techniques out there, but this one might be the one for you. I haven't done it myself, obviously, but that's besides the point. So the method is to calm your breathing. Kind of like if you were meditating, because you're going to be meditating in this. Oops. So, just meditate, breathe in slowly. Breathe in slowly. And breathe out slowly. Don't go. It makes you tired, okay? So breathe in and out slowly. And while you're doing that, if you're good at visualizing, visualize yourself already floating in midair. Levitation and flying have similarities, but are not the same thing. Levitation is just rising yourself into the air without physical assistance, whilst flying is that, plus moving yourself around without any physical assistance. So I guess the only similarity is that you just rise in the air. So, back to levitation. So, as you visualize yourself already floating, just keep that image in your head. After a while, this doesn't work the first time, by the way, but after a while, it might work. And if it doesn't work, just keep on practicing until you actually are able to float, because I heard it takes you a few months to do that, and flying is an actual thing too, I heard, and I heard it takes a few years to do that. But yeah, this is just what I'm trying to teach you, because whenever I think of psychic abilities, I'm like, oh, you gotta visualize what's happening. With aerokinesis, you have to I think you have to visualize what you want to happen. I meditate sometimes, and whenever I want to intentionally activate my powers, I imagine this little tornado around me. Doesn't really happen, but I'm not one of those skeptics who would try things only once and be like, oh, okay, it's all fake, a bunch of baloney. No. If it doesn't happen, I'll try again some other time, because it might not be the right time. Or you just need to believe hard enough. I learned about telekinesis first before I learned about all the elemental control, because all the elemental stuff, the lucid dreaming stuff, astral projection, that was later. So my most belief is in telekinesis. Levitation is in the telekinesis category per se, but it's an advanced telekinesis, like lifting up an object, except the object is you. You know, it's harder to move an object, transferring the energy out, moving an object or lifting it, than moving or lifting yourself, because if you're transferring energy to that object to try to make it levitate, it's going to be harder. But the reason why it's easier for you to levitate your own body is because the energy is kept inside of you. And that leads me to my third step. When you're doing the breathing, you feel light as hell, whatever, just keep the image of you already floating, and then use your energy, use your belief to make it happen, basically. So yeah, what you do is you visualize, you do your breathing very slowly, do your energy, like use your energy that is inside of you, use your beliefs. So basically you can't think about anything else. And if you don't want to visualize, just think about nothing and use your energy and use your breathing to guide you along the way. But I think visualizing would be a bit easier for people who like to visualize things. I'm not a good visualizer. I can't keep an image. Okay? Yeah, and I also get like thoughts in my head, or like words in my head sometimes. And sometimes I can't see anything when I close my eyes, and I'm just ignoring it until I literally lose focus. Anyways, so yeah, to put it in a short way, meditate, breathe in and out slowly, visualize yourself already floating, use your energy to have it happen, and with a bit of practice, if it doesn't happen the first time, you might be able to float. But for some people who had hella experience in meditation and visualization and energy and stuff like that, you can actually do it your first time if you have belief, because there are three main factors. So actually there are like about 5, I think: meditation, practice, belief, time, and energy. Basically those 5 things. So, sorry with all the noise in the background. I'm outside with a bunch of cars and it's windy as hell outside. Anyways, so yeah, that's what it is. Now, personally, this is just something that might work for you. But I never tried it out myself. So, I have something for you. Try this out yourself to see if it works, and if it doesn't work, just let me know, and I'll see what I can do to help you. Honestly, I can't levitate myself, but yeah. And at least just comes out. Anyways, yeah, that's all there is for today. I hope this works.